All right. It's Monday. Looks like the crypto market starting to pop back up. We got XVG, BNB, PPT, ICX, XEM, Comp, IOST, MKR, DOT. They're all leading the market right now. I just entered this trade on XLM a few moments ago. I'm just looking to get out relatively quick. Um, Literally, the chart long term, it's looking like it is favorable. Looks like everything's going to rebound here shortly, and then there's only a little concern right here in the 4 hourly, and the markets are still so new. The history of the Ichimoku cloud being used um, in most markets like the forex and stock market work pretty good, but then when you get into the crypto market being so new, you know the analysis and the technicals are only as good as the majority using them. So hopefully people are using the Ichimoku cloud and understand it. I think just by from what I'm reading, there are people that are just like me that come over from the stock market and they start using the same analysis. And like I said, the majority usually wins, and it's more predictable, more easily predicted if everyone's on board and using the same strategy, right? If you got Joe Blow over here using his theory, and then you got a million people trading the same way over here, guess who's going to win? So all we're looking at is whether or not people are actually using the Ichimoku cloud in their day trading activities for crypto, and so far it has worked for me. Over in the stock market industry, I've got it to be able to work about 80 to 90% of the time in my favor, and that's literally sticking to my rules, when to get out, when to get back in, and hopefully that same statistic will work over here at crypto. But the other day I used it, and I was on the chat with Carlos, and right away, I mean, he saw and witnessed that the power of the Ichimoku cloud and the Kumo clouds and all that, they really work, or at least they did in that instant. I think I picked up about 20, maybe a little bit more, 20 or 30% within literally a half hour. So guys, I'm just telling you to really hone in on your day trading when stocks are down. If you're a stock guy like I am, I've been doing stocks and options for about 11 years. And when the markets are down like it's been right now, I start looking at other asset classes that I can jump in and start making continuous money and not interrupt those the income that I need to make in order to do this daily. So, with that being said, I'm live today, Monday, March 1st, and right now I'm managing this XLM position that I've got. It looks like 11, almost 12,000 coins. The 4 hourly, like I said, I'm typically being a little bit more risky in crypto, moving up to a 2 hourly chart more than I am a 4 hourly, just for the fact that crypto moves so volatile. And we know that when most of these coins start having a good day, XLM, XRP, Bitcoin start following as well. So I'm just hoping that that's true, and I can get out at 45. I bought in at 41, going to get out at 45. That should make me around $350, $400 here. And in the chat, guys, if you got any questions or whatever, I'll be right here answering them too. I do want to say with XRP, many of you know that XRP is not available to be exchanged or traded right now with most of these platforms. A lot of these companies have halted the trading. However, like Uphold and all that, you can still convert over if you was stuck in Coinbase, I think before January 12th or something like that. You could have converted over, not what we did. Excuse me for a second. We converted over to Uphold, and then from Uphold I transitioned into Nexo and Kraken here. So holding on to some of my coins, actually most of them on Nexo. Sorry, not Kraken. Kraken's not allowing you to trade them. Nexo is still allowing you to convert them or exchange them out for other um, for other currencies if need be. Plus the high interest yields on those are pretty good. So just FYI on that too. Something to look at is Nexo.io. Yeah, XRP. I mean, if we take a look at this, to me, hopefully it can burst out of this bubble right here, out of this cloud, and it can turn bullish. But the problem is you got your MACD right here still floating underneath the 0 line. And if you're familiar with MACD and even RSI, the MACD and RSI power of the compounded 2, if you put those together, can be a pretty good oscillator setup for your technicals up here in your charts. But the MACD still looking a little bit bearish, but yeah, we are starting to draw a trend here in the upward movement, and that's 2 hourly. Let's take a look at the 4 hourly. It's not, the RSI is in a downward move right here. I mean, honestly, it looks still sideways to me. 42, 40. I know I have a lot of XRP people in the crypto community wondering when XRP is going to blow up like we've all been waiting for a year, months, or whatever, however long you've been in it. And to be honest, guys, I'm just not seeing it quite yet, especially with that SEC issue that's hovering over their heads. There's still some resistance and pressure there. But I think that Ripple will be all right. I mean, if you take a look at the filing, the SEC had to come back and file for another complaint or refile their complaint, and they really don't have a dog in the fight, I don't think. Not with their BS. You know, they're talking about Ripple or XRP being a security, and if you think about it, these are called cryptocurrencies. And if you've got people willing to accept XRP as payment in the form for their inventory or their products, so you can go buy on their website, or you can go buy a Lamborghini with a coin, especially like we heard the Bitcoin story. Guess what? That's not a security, that's a currency. So the SEC, I think, unfortunately, needs to know their role, and it's definitely not for the favor of investors, traders, or us as a society. They're in it to make money. If you take a look at their payouts, right? They don't even give 100% back to the investors. It's pretty crappy that anytime they win a case, the majority of their money seems to go back into their own damn 3-digit or 3-letter agency. But yeah, guys, taking a look at XRP, I'm just kind of looking the orders here to see if I see anything that sticks out, and unfortunately, I don't see anything right off the bat. Let's hover in on the 3-minute, and yeah, we're getting into the cloud, and unfortunately, we didn't stay above it, so it looks like it's going to break down to the 42. I'd say 40. Yeah, we might see it pull back all the way back down to 42 here soon. That's just what I'm saying. I'm not going to never take my word for things. Always do your due diligence. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a day trader and investor. DOT, Polkadot. That's been on the radar for some time. Take a look at its chart. See if might be something to get into. It was up on my screen. I don't see it now. I think 10-14% MACD showing on the downward side, but we're only on a 3-minute. That's pretty quick. Let's zoom out to the 2 hourly. We're still above the cloud. That's touching here. So that's an exit position, I think, on the 2 hourly. Unfortunately, we got a green cloud coming up. Can it stay above that? That's the question. Our MACD's looking good. Our RSI is to the upward. 4 hour. Our lines broke through the trend or the candles and the lines here, so that's to me, that's going to break down to the cloud in the 30 range. Comp. Here's something about Comp, guys. If you take a look at their website and then compare it with Nexo, real quick, I got into Nexo back in August. I took a couple of coins of XRP. I think it was about $300 worth. Put it in Nexo, bought Nexo, and I can't remember. I mean, it was pennies, 8 cents or something like that. And now you look at what Nexo's trading for. I made literally almost $4,000 off a $300 investment. Last week it was $5,000. So that's a pretty good return. I'm going to leave them in there because Nexo pays 30% dividends. So as long as that coin is up, that's a pretty good return, especially on a $300 investment. But also, if you take a look at that and compare it with Comp, and Comp's price, I mean, we're looking at 430. 2177 is what I have. If you times that by 430, $936,000 on a $300 investment. That's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be happy on that one. I think anyone would be. But yeah, guys, I think if you take a look at these fundamentals and what these coins or these companies are trying to accomplish, you're really going to see that the majority of coins right now say good things. Whether or not they keep their promises and they actually do it, that's up to you to look up into their teams, see who those guys are, see their board members, see SEO or CEOs, CFOs, see all those guys who's behind the team and in that company, and see what they're really about. Check them out on LinkedIn. I know when I worked for a company that we done M&A for, we'd go out and make offers on these internet companies and or online businesses, and that's one of the things that I had to do was analyze them. And I literally looked at things such as their team, checked them out on their social medias, and as we all know, social media can bite you in the ass sometimes if you say the wrong things or something. But it is a powerful tool for you trying to be an investor or trader and getting to know these companies. Literally doing your research on them, seeing their backgrounds, where they come from, what their characters, and really can tell if a company is going to take off or not because of the motivation that they're led by. Another thing is I want to say that if someone's working on more than one project, that's not always a good thing either. If they've got multiple companies that they're board members of or advisors or their executive positions, their focus might not be on one where it's on the other. I had an issue with the stock that I was in, and unfortunately I think CFO was involved in too many companies and the financials just went to shit after that. So a little tip out there. Yeah, I think Comp long term looks like it's going to drop back. That's my assumption. Bitcoin. I know that's another big thing. Let's see where it's at today. It's up 8%. Yeah, we got a big resistance cloud on the 4-hourly and the line, the Chiku span. Oh, wow. It might break. There's a little resistance here. But if we move over to 45, you've really got a lot of resistance that this chart is showing. But I could be wrong. I mean, it could break through. No one knows. 5 minutes looking good. We got a green. Everything's above the green cloud there. Green means go, right? 30 minutes looking good. Now the thing that we want to specifically look at is within your the slower moving and the faster pace. If they cross over underneath a cloud, it's not necessarily a buy yet. We typically want to see this area, this crossover, up above a green cloud with the line above, and then that's going to give us a better confirmation to go ahead and buy. But these cryptos are pretty volatile. We know that. A lot of guys are seeing and taking risk here. And it's really just trying to look back to history of how these coins and stocks and anything that you invest in, how they react to certain conditions. I tell a lot of my students, don't sit there and study a stock or something that you're looking at for days, and really get to figure out if there's any kind of pattern. Like if Friday it's a sell-off, and then Monday's a buy, and it does that for 2 or 3 weeks consistently, then obviously Fridays are going to be sell-offs, and then Mondays are time to get back in it. But not everything stays the same. Also keep that in mind. But if you can find a pattern in a stock and learn its trading history and its pattern, then you're probably going to become a much better trader, literally just by those two things, is looking back at the history of how whatever asset you're looking at and how it trades depending on days, time frames, or whatever. You're really going to pick up on certain key areas that most people don't think of or don't look at. And you're going to be able to spot that and literally trade or invest off of that. But then you get into, like I said, the technicals, the fundamentals, and there's a lot involved in sitting here doing this daily. But if you're looking to get into stocks or even options for just a day, not a day, longer term, those little secrets are going to help in finding any kind of pattern and how they move. All right. So, anyways, that's a quick wrap for today. I'm gonna look at getting out of this trade around the 45. Like I said, guys, I'm in the XLM. It's up for almost 5%. Looking for an extra jump here soon. All the cryptos that are taking off, they're up 23, 24, almost 25%. If I can get that same percentage, I should be out at 45 today. I'm gonna keep you guys informed. Make comments, whatever the case may be. And if you've got any questions, drop them down in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. I should be going live almost every day from now on. We started up a Patreon account where you guys can check that out. You're going to get live access, in-depth analysis, and everything on crypto, stocks, futures, options, and all that good stuff. If you head over to our Patron or Patreon account, however you want to pronounce that, and it's over on the channel up to the right there, and the links in the header or in the banner portion. There's a limited number of spots there. I think we're doing 100 seats. After that, we may open it up more, but unfortunately the price will go up, and that's just to get guys really invested in their self and these coins and investing in the whole industry. We're also going to have probably challenges and some cool stuff coming up where we'll do giveaways and whatnot. But anyways, I hope to see you there, guys. I'm going to end this. Like I said, if you've got any questions, drop them down in the comments. I do actively manage those and answer and respond. So does my team. So anyways, guys, happy trading, and I hope the best for you. I'm going to work on this XLM position. And if you got anything, like I said, drop them down in the comments. See you next time.